do have some dry time today for the morning and for much of the afternoon as well. And we are going to have then the chance for storms increasing once again as we head into this evening. But to start, we got a beautiful sunrise happening as the sun's starting to come up. A few clouds out there making some pretty colors over Cedar Rapids. We do have just a few of these clouds coming on by. I can see some of the greens on the radar, and I don't think anything's actually coming out of this as we do have some drier air in place and those very light greens. What I do want to draw your attention to is up to our north. You can see this swirl going on here, and you can also see the swirl going on over the Great Lakes. But we do have this low pressure system that's going to be moving in, and that's going to lead to some spin in the atmosphere today. And when we get in the situation with low pressure very nearby, that can help generate some stronger storms, unfortunately. And we're going to be watching for that potential later today. We are starting off, though, quiet, and temperatures are in the 50s as you're heading out the door. We are going to be climbing back into the 70s this afternoon. A little bit of a breeze out of the south, and we'll have kind of a mix of sun and clouds. Rain chances really don't start to increase until 4 or 5 o'clock in some of our western counties, and may end up even later depending on when thunderstorms get going. But unfortunately, we have the possibility of some of those getting to be severe or at least strong. And the Storm Prediction Center does have most of the state under this marginal risk, which is a 1 out of 5 on the scale. So meaning more isolated storms could strengthen, but this is due to that spin in the atmosphere. And sometimes that can lead to a lot of funnel clouds. And occasionally these can touch down and become tornadoes. And usually they're very brief, but if they're in the wrong spot, they can cause damage. We've seen it happen already even this year. And then with hail and winds, also a possibility, and that can lead to some quarter-size hail and 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, which would take us to those severe limits. And we saw some of those storms popping up yesterday in the afternoon that led to the development of some quarter-size hail and some gusty winds. So we'll be watching for that once again. One of the questions today is about how much energy the atmosphere will have. And yesterday we really got into the sunshine and we were able to see the atmosphere destabilize, leading to those thunderstorms. And there's kind of a question of how far to the east does that instability get. There's some energy in north central Iowa, and then we'll see what happens with those storms as they head to the east, because we're not seeing too much of that instability develop. So that may help limit some of the strength of some of the thunderstorms. But we are going to have a lot of dry time during the day today, at least. Thunderstorms developing later on this evening. May start to see some rain after 4 or 5 o'clock, but more so after 6 or 7. These storms start to move in, and we could have some of those gusty winds and the hail. Then storms continue overnight with some rain, lightning and thunder, and then we are going to have rain around still during the day tomorrow. Could still have some thunderstorms here and there, but with the clouds, with the rain, we're actually going to be held back closer to 60 degrees. So get knocked back below normal for tomorrow. Then we'll be in the 60s as we head into the weekend, coming back into the 70s for next week with a couple additional periodic chances for rain.